If your cat does this with you but ignores everyone else, you're not imagining it. You're not just convenient. You're chosen. And no, cats don't choose randomly. They don't love everyone equally. They're actually very selective about who gets access to their real trust. I want to walk you through 5 behaviors cats show only to their favorite person. Not the person who feeds them the most, not the loudest one in the room, but the one they feel safest with. And as we go through these, I want you to quietly ask yourself, does my cat do this with me? Because if the answer is yes, that says more about you than you might think. Behavior number 1, they choose your presence over stimulation. Your cat could be chasing shadows, watching birds, exploring another room, but instead, they sit near you, not always on you, sometimes just close enough. This is one of the most misunderstood cat behaviors. People assume cats are independent and aloof, but psychologically speaking, cats are proximity-based trust animals. They don't seek attention for validation, they seek presence for regulation. When a cat chooses to be near you without demanding anything, no petting, no food, no play, that's not boredom, that's emotional safety. In my opinion, this is one of the purest forms of connection a cat can offer. They're saying, I can exist peacefully here. Behavior number 2, slow blinking is not cute, it's consent. We all hear that slow blinking means I love you, but that explanation is way too shallow. In the animal world, direct eye contact is vulnerability, so when your cat looks at you, softens their eyes, and slowly closes them, that's not affection in the human sense, that's trust without tension. And here's the important part, cats don't do this with everyone. They do it with the person whose presence doesn't feel threatening, the person whose energy is predictable. If your cat slow blinks at you, they are comfortable being unguarded around you. Try slow blinking back sometime. Not exaggerated, just calm. Watch what happens. That moment, that pause, that's communication. Behavior number 3, they expose their vulnerable areas without asking for touch. Let's clear something up. A cat showing their belly does not automatically mean pet me. In fact, for many cats, it means I trust you not to hurt me. The belly is the most defenseless part of their body. So when your cat stretches out, rolls slightly, or sleeps exposed around you, they are making a psychological statement. I don't need to protect myself here. And if you're the only one they do this around, that's not coincidence, that's preference. I always tell people this, trust is shown more in what isn't asked for than what is. Behavior number 4, they bring you their presence when they're overwhelmed. Pay attention to this one. When your cat is stressed, startled, or unsure, who do they come to? Some cats hide, some retreat, but cats who have a favorite person often seek that person specifically, not for fixing, not for rescuing, but for grounding. This tells me something important about the human involved. You're likely someone who doesn't force, doesn't overwhelm, doesn't demand emotional output. Your cat associates you with emotional neutrality and safety. And honestly, that's rare. Behavior number 5, they adjust their behavior to match your emotional state. This one is subtle but powerful. Your cat may become quieter when you're low, more playful when you're relaxed, more present when you're anxious. They're not mirroring emotions like dogs do. They're responding to shifts in energy. Cats are extremely sensitive to nervous system changes, and they don't attune to everyone. They attune to the person they're bonded with. If your cat changes how they interact with you depending on how you show up emotionally, that's not randomness, that's relational awareness. And here's the part I want to leave you with. Cats don't bond through control, they bond through consistency. If a cat chooses you, it's often because you allow space, you respect boundaries, and you don't force connection, even if you've never labeled yourself as that kind of person. So, if your cat shows these behaviors with you, don't brush it off. Don't say, they're just like that. Pause, notice it, and maybe ask yourself this.
What part of me feels safe enough for an animal to relax around? If this made you see your relationship with your cat differently, tell me in the comments. Which behavior felt familiar to you? And if you want more psychology-based breakdowns like this, grounded in real behavior and real emotional patterns, stay with the channel, because sometimes the quietest bonds say the most.